Rockstars, Chris Derford here, along with Mike Berta for tonight's Getting Started training. And what we're going to do tonight is we're going to do kind of a focused training on, we have recorded training up right now on YouTube, which I'm going to show you where that's at here in just a second, on going through the game plan, getting off to a fast start, that every single new rep needs to go and actually, watch that recording. I'm going to show you how to get there in a second. But we're going to really focus tonight on three-way calling, making your list, and getting to executive as quickly as you possibly can. We want to try to help as many people get to executive this week as we can. So hopefully in the Facebook group, you're going to see a lot of people being announced as new executives. So let me just go to I want to show you a couple quick things before we get started. Again, everyone needs to know where to find stuff right now until the MLMRockstarAcademy.com training website is up, which is actually being built right now. We've got content in the website editor, and that's in the process of being built. So you should be part of our MLM Rockstars secret Facebook group. If you have not been added to that, then make sure that your sponsor adds you, but most of us, I think, are. You'll come here, and again, this is a great place to get motivated, welcome new reps, to show the support that we have. We announce calls, all kinds of different stuff here. A very important link is this files link. If you click on files right here, you're going to see a lot of the stuff that we have in place that we're able to put in here is our Jeunesse Company Overview. This is a lot of great training, guys. Come and print out this Jeunesse Global Company Overview. I would suggest even taking that to meetings with you. If questions come up that you don't answer, you'll be able to answer them with the company overview. Lots of great info there. Here's the game plan. Print out this game plan, and you're going to go watch the recording video that I did walking you through the game plan as your first training that you do with Jeunesse to get you off to a fast start. Here's a follow-up email that you can use to send out to prospects once you've taught them they want more information. Wholesale pricing, sign-up packages. There's lots of great stuff here. Come and look at all these documents, download these, and it's just going to help you learn a lot about Jeunesse and what we're doing as a team. Now, I want you to click on the Jeunesse training links in MLM Rockstar newsletter, because the first thing you do when you sign a new person up is you add them to the Facebook group. Secondly, you want to add them to the MLM Rockstar newsletter sign-up. So you would click on this link right here. Again, so as soon as I sign them up, I add them to Facebook. I came here, I type their name in, put their email in, hit submit. You're going to tell them they're going to get a verification link. They click on that. Now they're part of the MLM Rockstar newsletter, so we can push information out to them. So those are two things you do right when you sign somebody up to make sure they're plugged into the top to get a lot of great training from us and other leaders. And the next big link that you need to make sure someone goes to right away, I would walk them to here, is our YouTube training channel, okay? So right here you're going to see we have a clinical call with Rockstar Jennifer Sandeman, that A to Z about the product, how to approach clinics, salons, etc. It's a really, really good training. Right there is the Jeunesse Game Plan Getting Started training. So have your new people come here and go down and watch most trainings are only 3 minutes long, 2 minutes, 1 minute, but make sure most questions that they're going to have, if they watch these videos, they won't have those questions because they're going to already know when they encounter these different things. So make sure your new person comes and goes through this training, but the most important one is print out the game plan, which is in the file section there, and then have them watch this video and go along with it, okay? So I wanted to point out those really quick things, and now I want to get into our focused training on three-way calling and making your list. So let me go actually pull the game plan up here, because in the first part of the game plan, after you get signed up and do all that kind of stuff, you're going to come to this part right here. And this is something that me and Mike did right at the very beginning. We made our list of people that we wanted to contact. I like what they've done here is you put together your 10 best. So the people that you think of that are successful in business, that maybe are successful people that you know that have done network marketing, people that you think, like, these guys would make amazing distributors, they could build an awesome team, they could put 10 or 15 people in front of me in the next week. Like, they're really well-connected people, right? We all know those kind of people that you're thinking, if I could just get this guy to be a rock star. So make your list of your top 10. And it could be more than that. Let's start with your top 10, okay? And this is going to be we talk about becoming executive. In my mind, if you make your list of your top 10 best, and then you come and make your list of your 10 easiest. So those, when they say easiest, they mean people that you know, you're familiar with, people that trust you, you're good friends with them. They may also be successful as well, but they really trust you. You call them up and say, hey, I got something I want to show you. I'll be over in 10 minutes, and they're going to say, yeah, I'll see you in 10, right? So they're people that you really know well. If you make the list of your top 10 best and your top 10 easiest, there's a place right here in the game plan. You just print this out and just write them down. And again, it can be more than 10. But if you do that, and then you send them either, if they're not local to your city, if you send them that email with the information showing them the videos of Instantly Ageless and our other products, etc., so either show them the email to present. You call them up, say, I'm going to send you an email. I want you to check out this new business, this new product that we cannot keep on the shelves. I'll send it to you right now. Or if they're local in your city, either in Billings or wherever you're at, you invite them to a local event, or you go sit down with them one-on-one in a coffee shop, and you live demo them the product. You show them the video, show them before and afters, and you live demo them. If you do that with 20 people, with your top 10 best and your top 10 easiest, and then you get them on a three-way call with your upline to validate the business, you're going to be an executive in the first 48 hours, right? And no doubt in my mind, our close ratio right now with people is 70-80% probably, because people love the product, they love the videos, et cetera. And so that's the thing I really want to focus on tonight. We're going to go through some really good in-depth training on this. I want to bring Mike on here. Mike Berta is obviously tearing it up in Billings. And I called Mike when I first got started. He was one of my 10 best, but he's also one of my 10 easiest because we play college basketball together and we've done our marketing together. So he would have been on both lists, right? We've done so much together in the past. And so when I first called up Mike, I sent him, I said, hey, I just got back from Orlando. You got to check out this new company. Sent him the email where he was able to watch the video, sent him a sample, and he was on board right away. But then he's taken the ball in Billings, Montana. It was just him. He went out and obviously talked to a few people who talked to a few people, and now they're well over, I think you're closing in on 200 people in Billings, right, Mike?
Yeah, we probably, well, I just checked my back office. We are over 200 now.
Over 200.
And just really in about 45 days.
Yeah. So just tell them, like, when I called you, then what were those next steps that you took to get the ball started, to call your people, and just kind of let's just go through exactly how it happened there in Billings to get to where you're at now.
Well, specifically, when you called me and said, Bert, I'm gonna send you a couple links. I know exactly what you sent me. You sent me the Instantly Ageless video that I watched, and the second one was the Zen product for the weight loss. And I thought, well, I was like, I couldn't even get the product fast enough. I was like, how do we get this? And so that was really easy. I mean, there are 2 videos, each 2.5 minutes long. It was simple, And then I just got back on the phone with you and say, hey, when can we get going? And it was that simple.
Yep.
So, and then, after we got engaged, got everything in place, one of the first guys that I went to was Josh May, of course, who completely engaged within the first hour he engaged, and look what, he has done with his group. I mean, he's over 27, 28 personally sponsored people. He's booked constantly every single day from 8 o'clock in the morning until I think sometimes he's getting in at 11:30 at night, but he is going full force. And with this program and the training program that we have in place, massive action is how you become successful, and that's what's happening with Josh's group. So I mean, this is exciting stuff, and he definitely was one of my best, definitely not one of my easiest because he wasn't a product person. But after he saw it work, he's like, he had to do it.
Yep. And one thing I would say too is, like, if I look at all the people in my group right now that are being successful, guess what, guys? We're listening to this training right now. I probably talk to those same people 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe even 10 times a day, because we're talking constantly because they have new prospects that they call. They get me on a 3-way call. I help validate the business or even close them right there. And Mike, we were talking the other day, same with you, right? I mean, every day you're talking, and it seems like it's the same people. That's what we want to try to get on this, across on this call, guys, is that we have this little system. It's invite, present, three-way, invite, present, three-way. If you invite someone to hear about the business, you present either one-on-one, either a live meeting, you send them an email with all the different links. You let the technology present for you or your upline present for you. But a lot of us, I think, that would be listening to this training right now that have not hit executive yet, or Jade or Pearl or whatever, they're not completing that last step of the three-way call. And one quick story I have for you. When I was in Florida about 2 weeks ago meeting with Teresa Gregory, who's had 41 years in the industry, multi-million-dollar earner, one of the top money earners in Jeunesse, amazing lady. We were at dinner having strategy meetings. I happened to see this guy walk in the restaurant that I knew on Facebook for 5 years, a big network marketer, been trying to work with him for years. Just randomly he walks in, so I'm like, that's the guy that he's actually in Miriam. So I run over to his table and talk to him. And at our table was Teresa, her husband, and this guy named Josh. And Josh is Teresa's assistant. He's pretty young, helps her with a lot of the different businesses that she has, not only Jeunesse. But he was asking, okay, I met Chris a month and a half, 2 months ago. Now he came in the business. He's got 200 to 300 people already. What am I doing wrong? And so she was kind of just giving him a little coaching session at the dinner table, right? I came back and sat down, and the first thing Teresa asked me, I didn't know what they were talking about. She was like, Chris, if you were to say what the number one tool in network marketing is that you could have at your disposal that you could not live without, what would it be? And I said, I didn't know exactly how to answer. At first I said, you mean tools? You mean like a piece of technology? She's like, no, it could be anything. It could whatever you can think of. What's the number one tool that you use to help you build your business? And I said three-way call. Like three-way call is the number one tool that you have to have. It was amazing because she's like, see, Josh, that's exactly what I was saying to you. If you ask a good networker what the number one tool is, most of them are going to say the three-way call, So, Mike, if you look at your organization, kind of elaborate on that as far as the guys that you have success. I mean, there's probably the same thing with you, right? Those are the people you talk to every single day when they're signing people up, et cetera, with the three-way call.
Yeah, the guys that are being successful are definitely calling me. They've all signed up more than 15 people. Some a little bit less than that, but they all have made it to that Jade position or Pearl. And they're the ones that are getting people on the phone. Now, they know enough about the product. They know enough about the company, but it's that third-party validation that people just need to hear it from somebody else. And it always works. I don't know why it does, but that's how people get engaged in the business.
Well, and one thing I love about you, Josh, and all of us are doing it. Like, I get calls from Josh all the time, and he's like, Chris, I'm sitting down with so-and-so. They just came in the business. So he already closed them. He didn't even really need my help, right? He already closed them. But guess what he did? He still did a three-way call. He said, hey, I just wanted to call you. I wanted to show these guys the kind of support that we have, that you would actually pick up the phone. I just wanted to introduce you to this couple or whoever it may be, and just have you say hi. And I talk for 60 seconds, maybe 90 seconds, and boom, I'm off the phone. But that call right there is huge in the business, even though he had them already signed up. Now, a lot of you guys will be calling us to help us answer questions, et cetera. They're not quite signed up yet. But you need to be doing all that, right? So every single person that comes in this business, validate with somebody else. And it doesn't have to be your upline, right? It can be somebody that's actually in your downline. It could be cross-line. Your upline's always better because they mainly know more. But if they're busy, reach out to somebody else on your team. It just has to be somebody else that's in the business that can provide excitement, that they can hear from. The other day I had a lead on the line, and she was all excited. She's from Tucson, Arizona, so I threw it over to Natalie just so she could hear, like, Natalie's excitement, right, in the business. And actually she would obviously be her upline too. But it's I don't know, like Mike just said, I don't know what it is. We've been doing this for 25 years. We can't figure it out, but the three-way call is so important.
I've even started doing it in my medical business, my ultrasound business. I'll get somebody from our own company to validate all the things that we've talked about, and it works every single time. It doesn't matter if it's network marketing, it's any product or any company that you're with, that it just works.
Yep. And let me scroll down to the part of the game plan with the talks about three-way calling, guys, because there's a certain way that you do three-way calling, okay? Because when you three-way out to your upline, you need to edify them, right? So if I'm going to be doing a three-way call with Mike Berta, let me find the part here. Where did I skip by it there? If I'm going to be doing a three-way call with Mike Berta, before I get him on the call, I've already told this person that I'm calling up a new prospect. I'm like, hey, I want to introduce you to a business partner of mine. He has been very successful in the medical sales industry, been very successful in network marketing, and I want to just get him on so maybe he can answer a few more questions and then just tell you a little bit more about the business. And then, boom, I three-way out to Mike, and then I introduce him. So I've already kind of built him up, right, as like an expert. For some reason I'm not seeing the three-way call part, but I know it's on there somewhere. But, you know, you got to edify that person. When you get that person on the phone, this person is really looking to this person as like a expert in the business, and that's one big part of the three-way call. Another big part of the three-way call is knowing how to do a three-way call. I actually been talking to a lot of people. They're just so new. They have an iPhone, they have an Android. They don't exactly know how to do a three-way call yet and connect with somebody. So make sure you learn how to do a three-way call. Now, I'm going to be attaching a file along with this recorded training all about the art of three-way calling and the proper way to do it. Mike, would you add anything on, you know, kind of how to do the three-way call?
Yeah, I would just like you said, just give simple background of who you're going to three-way with, and then whether it's an Android device or an iPhone, you just add a call, and as soon as that person picks up, there's a merge that will pop up on that phone, and then you merge the call. It's really that simple. And what I like to do too, Chris, and I do this with you a lot, I'll send you a quick little text message saying, hey, I got a prospect on the phone here, or we're just closing somebody, and are you going to be available in like the next 2 or 3 minutes? And you always respond back to me. So even sending a text message out to give somebody a warning that, hey, listen, I want to put you on the phone with so-and-so. And, and it may not be just with Chris or I, it may be with Jennifer Sanneman, who, you have an RN or you have a doctor or some type of clinician or somebody in the hospital that you know that, hey, they're going to come into the business. You want to put somebody clinical on the phone. So we have people here already set in the organization that no matter their background, we have people to talk to, and you have people to three-way into us.
Yeah. And right here, so this is the place of the game plan here. Read this part, the importance of an expert, and it tells you exactly what you need to do for the three-way call. Mike's right. Have a list. Another part of the game plan is you're going to put together your list, your support team. My sponsor, Upline Sapphire, Upline and Ruby, Emerald, Diamond. So you have everybody's name and number right there. Just send them a quick text. Hey, are you available for a three-way call at this time? They're going to say yes or no. You'll have somebody else if they can't do it. Edify them, three-way call, close. The more times you do that, I guarantee you, you are going to be successful. So this week, what I want everyone to do that listens to this training is go make your list of your top 10 best, your top 10 easiest. You invite them to look at a presentation, whether that's local and you sit down with them one-on-one or a meeting, or they're somewhere else in a different state or a different country. You send them an email with more information, and then you have to set up a three-way call to validate the business. And if you do that and you talk to me or Mike or whoever your upline is 5 times this week, 10 times this week, I guarantee you're going to become an executive. So I want to keep this training pretty short and just make it all about the three-way call, all about becoming an executive. If you follow these steps, there's no doubt in my mind that we'll have a lot of executives pop this week. So, Mike, go ahead and just end the call here, and we'll talk to you guys all soon.
Yeah, the only thing I guess would wrap up that if you need a little bit more contact information, just go ahead and send an instant message over to Chris or myself, and then we'll help you out with some numbers that you may be able to three-way on with. But other than that, we're in the presenting business, the show business here. You got to show the product, you got to set your meetings, and it'll take care of itself. So. Other than that, hey, thanks for joining us tonight. We look forward to working with you here and helping you become successful. Have a good night.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Talk to you soon.